Alright, so we're going to be discussing LEGO set 9473, The Mines of Moria. This is what the box looks like when you get it. It's going to be 776 pieces, and it's going to run $79.99 in the American dollar in the LEGO catalog. So, anyways, you get 3 characters so far. You get Pippin, Boromir, and Gimli, and then you can build a cave troll. He's pretty cool. I'll show him off a little bit more in a features video. Anyways, over here we're building a little mace, I guess it is, for the cave troll, and then he gets a little chain. And then right here we're building a well, which actually has a couple fun features because you get a bucket and a skeleton with a chain, and then you get a crystal there. Anyways, this is building a tomb. I guess it's more like a tombstone tomb. Well, it's just a tomb. Anyways, and then this top part is actually kind of heavy, but it's kind of nice because you got decal stickers with it, and it comes with a book. But then it has decal stickers that actually kind of give it a cool look to it. If anybody hasn't seen the Lord of the Rings, the part in Mines of the Moria is not a very big part, but I think it's kind of cool that LEGO decided to make a set off of it, just because it's one of my favorite parts in the entire first movie. It's pretty cool, and what the things that they had to do in there, and actually how it turned out in the movie, I thought was pretty fun. Anyways, if you saw that piece getting built separately than the rest of them, you'll see why in just a moment after we're done building this entire set. I've already got the decals on every single piece that already has it, so if you see the inscription above the door frame there, that's because I already put the decal there, and then the door has stickers for wood. So closing the door there, and then giving it a torch with a spear, and this is complete for part 1. This set actually comes in part 1 and 2, so here we got Legolas and 2 Moria orcs. One has a ball and chain, and one has a sword and a shield, which is actually kind of nice because it has a shield from the Uruk-hai, so that's kind of cool. This is building the next part, which is actually the wall. The last part was called the door, so it was like the door, the well, the tomb, and then this part is the wall, which is probably the biggest part of the set. It's probably got the most pieces out of the entire set, but the whole set in general has a lot of pieces inside of the size of the box. I'm not exactly sure how thick the box actually is. That part has a book there too. But anyways, I'm not exactly sure how thick the box actually is, but I think it's about 3 inches thick, which is actually a pretty thin box for Lego in the past boxes that I've seen. But you know, I don't know. I thought it was. Anyways, just to show that it's kind of less symmetrical and kind of run down. They didn't exactly complete the one side, which I thought was actually kind of a nice touch, although I'm more of a symmetrical kind of guy, so it kind of bugged me a little bit, but I still like the set, even though. Anyways, this is the complete for part 2, and then this is the final picture here, right there. That's what the set looks like when you're complete, and that's what it'll be when you have completed building it. So, okay, now I think we're going to move on to the, the features video. And so I'll be showing that in just a second. We're going to be talking about the features for set 9473, The Mines of Moria. So we're actually going to start with the well over here. And how this works is, I'm moving away from the camera so my voice is a little bit quieter, that's why. How this works is you can pull the tab over here, it's a black rod, and you can pull it, and the little skeleton's supposed to fall in the well. I haven't found it to always work, but it is a pretty fun feature, especially since in the movie Pippin tweaks the foot of or the hand of the skeleton, and that's what makes it fall in. Over here, on the other side of this tomb, let's move the book here for a second. On the other side of this tomb, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little tab right here, and when you press the tab, if the skeleton's laid in right, you're supposed to be able to shoot the tomb out like that. I haven't found that one to always work either, but it is still a pretty good feature. I have done a little bit of modification to it at some point, but the cap is really kind of heavy if you built it the exact same way as the instruction manual says. It depends if you built it on your own or if you actually built the set itself. Anyways, what's really cool is they got this book. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, but there's like a design on the book that it's a sticker, but it looks pretty cool, and I kind of like that. Anyways, over here we've got the main wall that they call this. There's sticker decals everywhere on this wall, and the decals are actually really cool. They got like a book thing back there,
There's even decals like on the tomb and on the well, but mostly it's on the wall. One of the main features for the wall is that there's little black tabs in the back, and you can push the pillars down. So that's pretty cool. One of the other things is you can push this chest out with another little rod thing like the well in the back, and then you can open it up and there's treasure. So if you don't know what the Fellowship is actually going for here, trying to defend themselves in the mines, you could say they're trying to protect the treasure. And then the other thing is over here there's the wall, the door, not the wall, it's the door. And the main door to the mines has a little inscription here of Dwarven language, because the mines is actually dwarfs, because dwarfs mine underground. But one of the coolest things is you can put a little axe to barricade the door. But if the cave troll bursts through, he can break through the door, and then when he actually comes through, he can fling some of the door frame out, which is actually a really fun feature. As you can see, the piece is actually pretty solid, but it's got like a little tab here, C connector that flips with this. So I'll just do it one more time just so you guys can see. It hits that up and then just falls down. They didn't do that with both sides like I thought they did, but it's still a pretty cool feature. One of the things I don't like so much about the troll is that he's a little bit front heavy, you could say. So when he's got I'll just show this. When he's got the thing here, unless he's got a dude pulling him, he'll usually offset himself with this thing. But when he doesn't have it, you can put both hands forward, and he'll stand pretty much fine. I think you guys can see that. One of the fun things about each of these characters in this, okay, I guess I just take the cave troll's chain off. He's loose. Is that each of these characters has a little turnaround face. So, like these guys here, I don't know if you can really see that. It's kind of dark. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Can I get it to focus? You can kind of see it. Anyways, there you can see he's got like a little angry face where his mouth's open, and then I'm going to spin it around, and then he just shows his teeth off. I don't know if you can really see that, but that's what he does there. And then Boromir, let's see. The other goblin or orc, Moria orc is the same, but you can see Boromir's face. He's got an angry face. And then I tried to show this off with the minifigure building, but then they've got like a regular face. Excuse me, like right there. So that's pretty cool. Gimli, surprisingly enough, has two faces, which you can't really see him. Anyways, but what I really like is that they put some inscription on the helmet, just like in the movie. But what's really cool is that he's got like angry eyebrows on the back here. I'm not gonna spin it because it's really hard to get his head to spin with the beard. But then he's got some regular eyebrows there. But if you put it on, it doesn't really change the expression of his face much. So it's kind of pointless, but it kind of works, I guess. Pippin, he's got like a scared face, and then if you flip his head around, he's got like a pretty much normal face. You can see that. And then let's do Legolas. I believe Legolas you can get in 2 different sets now. I think he's also in a Hobbit set as Legolas Greenleaf. Different costume, I think, though. Not entirely sure. And then his normal face. There you go. So I think that's pretty much all the features of this set. Oh, one of the other things I wanted to point out was that this set actually comes with a Brick Separator. If you haven't seen my Brick Separator movie and what these things can do, go ahead and check it out. I'll put a little notation thing up there. So I think that's pretty much it. If you notice, there's like these little weapons scattered around. It's just like dwarves' weapons. They're like the mines is filled with dead dwarves that the orcs just like killed. So it's full of like dead dwarves' weapons, but there's like little weapons that regular Lego figures can hold. So that's pretty cool. And then there are 2 skeletons, and you get a lot of crystals and some random stuff that you can use later. You get 2 books. That's pretty cool. So I think that's all for this. So we're just going to continue on with whatever else I got next.
Alright, so if you liked this review video, please leave a comment saying if you liked it or not. And also just tell your friends if they have this set or if they want to get this set. If they're thinking about getting any kind of set in the Lord of the Rings series. Personally, all the sets I've gotten for Lord of the Rings so far, which is about 3, I actually like them a lot. They come with great amounts of characters, and it's just they're got a lot of pieces in them. So, anyways, I hope to see you guys in my next video.